agreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And the first one at the line is good.
Just money from the line. Tatum knows the importance of making free throws.
And so Tatum nails both of them.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Here's Curry. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Curry's got 12 now in this quarter.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Tatum passes to White. Back to Tatum. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Trayce Jackson-Davis picks one up.
An ascending superstar, Tatum has really honed in on what he does best on the offensive end.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
And the basket by Curry.
Shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the opening minutes, finding it now.
Here's Brown on the wing. Tatum. Back to Brown. Left side Porzingis. And stolen by Green. And here's Butler outside. Butler soars in to cap off the break.
Ooh, they've been on fire from deep this quarter. Their percentage has been rising and rising.
Pass to Porzingis. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Trayce Jackson-Davis picks one up.
Man, good whistle there.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Here's Curry. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Golden State Warriors. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. They haven't found an answer for him yet. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half court.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
And for that matchup with the Hornets, don't let a lack of focus steal one from you. Overlooking lesser opponents, but that's when they come in and bite you.
I overlook all opponents.
In terms of what? Height? Confidence? Both? Don't even answer. I know the answer. And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Golden State Warriors.
You have certain players that live and die by the 3. Right now, they are L-I-V-I-N, living. Can it continue this way? I don't know.
Yeah, normally you... And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the center position, locking down the middle. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Tatum inside, covered by Jackson-Davis.
He's got a nice feel for that crossover, but you still have to finish.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. Oh, Porzingis getting it done inside.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Curry against Holiday. Outside, Green. Outside Butler. Tries the spin move. Driving to the basket. Butler goes on the run and finishes.
Yeah, nice to have Jimmy Butler on your side. He's got that ability to score when it's not so easy out there.
Well, Brent, there are only a handful of players in the league with the big game experience of Butler.
Yeah, and those big games, BA, are where he's had some of his best moments. It's been on several different teams as well. So the bigger the game gets, the bigger Jimmy Butler appears to show up. The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Porzingis with a screen on Green. Here's Tatum. Rebounded by Butler.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Draymond! Oh, such a force inside.
And Draymond did a good job of getting some space there and rooting himself to collect.
Here's Tatum. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it in. Tatum's got 9 points.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Outside for Butler. And out of bounds. The Celtics will take it. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Jimmy Butler.
And he's been trending downward in terms of his average points per game, and a number of reasons can lead to this. But he needs to figure out how to get back on track.
Celtics trail by 12. Holiday up top. He's covered by Curry. And the basket by Holiday.
Drew's got such a great build. 205, 210 pounds, a bigger guard. Hard to knock him off of his shot.
Curry passes to Hield. Tipped away. Back to Curry. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porzingis has got rebound number 8 now. White looking it over. Ooh, here's White on the drive. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. The Warriors lead by 10. Pass to Green. Driving inside. Banked it in off the glass. Green's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Draymond Green is always going to take the initiative. The first guy to hit. He doesn't wait for stuff to happen. He makes it happen.
Here's Holiday. Oh, the teardrop falls in.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
Outside Curry. Fires the 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. White, the pass to Porzingis. Outside Holiday. Porzingis with it. Jackson Davis on him. Porzingis misses.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Outside for Butler. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Substitution on the court.
There's a minute 40 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. And the basket by Hield.
Wow, Hield has a beautiful release on his shot right there, just barely off of his fingertips and buttery soft.
Boston making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. All right, let's give a nod to defense now with a list of the teams leading the league in steals this month. The 4th spot held by the Warriors.
They've really gotten after it at the defensive end, and that's been generating turnovers.
Horford, right side. Down low. Here's Cornette. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Jackson Davis has got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. The 3 from Curry. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown.
Well, he was terrific in the first half, guys. Maybe some adjustments from the opposing team coach, and he's lost a little bit of that touch here in the second.
And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, you'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Golden State Warriors here in Chase Center. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellum. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Take a look at the Warriors. Right now they're on the outside looking in at the playoff seeds.
And seeing where the Warriors are, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Prince out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward. And for the Warriors, some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. And it's Butler in at the 3 spot. Giannis a screen on Curry. The kick out to Lopez. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They traveled to Milwaukee last time they faced the Bucks, and they came away with the win.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnover.
And that really was the difference. I mean, it requires a ton of energy to play that harassing style. It'll be interesting to see if they can do it again tonight.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Well, the All-Star break is behind us now, Clark, but honestly, I'm still thinking about what we saw. And what we saw was outstanding.
Well, it's always incredible when you get the best players in the world gathering to put on a show between the lines. The showmanship, the skill, athleticism, all high level.
Back to Lopez. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. That's a 2 from Lillard. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Curry. They kick out to Hield. And here's Green outside. Kuzma pulls it in. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Bucks. Here's Giannis. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Green in the high post. Lopez is there. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. And Giannis gets it to go on the assist by Lillard. Giannis has got his second basket of the game. Now here's Curry. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Dallas.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Lopez is not the fastest guy coming out of the screen as a roller, but when he gets a step, he's hard to slow down.
Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Butler. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Milwaukee leading by 3. Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. Kept alive. Lopez kicks to Lillard. Curry with the steal. To the inside. Here's Butler. Hield from outside. Hits the 3-point bomb.
It's really that simple for Hield. His shot is so dialed in and on target.
Down low. Here's Lopez. Oh!
Man. Boy, looking to add to his highlight reel that time, the big fella. Lopez showing you a little extra athletic ability for a big guy.
Lopez with the steal. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Giannis. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
You know what? Nice job there on the attack at the rim, drawing the contact.
And from a defensive standpoint, a good foul to save the dunk there.
And both free throws good for Prince.
Well, I like the fact that Prince does a good job picking his spots. He's not a guy that forces things. Kind of lets the game come to him naturally.
Green passes to Butler. Back to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They set the pick. Curry. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And how about that little subtle head fake by Curry? Defense too aggressive that time.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Clark, there are some that would say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in Milwaukee Bucks history. Others might say Lou Alcindor. What do you say?
Hey, pump the brakes on that Giannis. I love the Greek Freak, but I tell you, Kareem is my guy. I would tip my hat there, but I certainly understand why others would say, Giannis, I'm going to hang my hat with Kareem.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
When you look at the length of Antetokounmpo, it really makes it hard for defenders. As a matter of fact, most of the time, they have no chance to deal with it.
He hits one, then this is the second attempt from the free throw line. Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26. A reliable stretch four. In this day and age, Kuzma is very valuable because of his three-point shooting.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr. I talked with Coach about how he plans to stop Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight. Coach laughed and then asked me, you have any ideas? Giannis is an impossible matchup. We just hope to slow him down a little. As always, it's very difficult to game plan for the Greek Freak, a multiple-time MVP. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Curry's shot is good.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Giannis drives in. Banked in off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 7 points in the game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Curry kicks to Butler. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
You know, that's just simply outstanding focus. Butler is used to getting hit on the way up, expects to be bumped and jostled around, and still muscles his shots in.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line. And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Outside Prince. Here's Kuzma. That's tipped. They recover it. And so it's Milwaukee, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bucks.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Setting the floor for the Bucks, the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Taurean Prince, and it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. Lillard dishes to Lopez.
Hey, Lillard has the passing skills you like to see in a guard, and you can trust him to make the right play.
Here's Curry. Curry always finds a way, this time inside.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
Green finds Jackson Davis. They kick it out to Green. Pass to Hield. puts up a three. Lillard with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Prince outside, and here is Lopez. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Curry with the steal.
And how about the read on that play right there? Great sense of exactly when that ball was coming from the outside. And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
And they've repeatedly broke inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Brook Lopez worth every penny as he secured a nice raise last season.
Yeah, you know, he's a combination of a three-point shooting big who's also an elite rim protector. That's a heck of a combination and a valuable one in today's game.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their league. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Giannis against Butler, and the wide open shot from Green. No good on the three.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Poke loose, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And a look here at David West. The Warriors could use a bit of his toughness right now.
West was such a tough competitor. I bet he could still give you 8 minutes if you asked him to.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Give it up one more time for your Warriors.
Warriors on D. 6-point game. And that's an intentional foul. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy.
One more time for your GS.
As Jackson Davis is checked in for Golden State. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You take a look at the Bucks. Advantage in one series.
And right now for the Bucks, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
Shot by Hield, nobody around, and the Warriors miss again. Bucks leading by 6. Lillard, right side, score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Hey, Lillard's not the biggest guy on the floor, but I tell you what, he plays with great passion and can do work inside.
Here's Curry. The rebound by the Bucks.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
And Lillard kicks to Kuzma. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Curry. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 7 rebounds in the game. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you follow this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. Pass to Lopez. Curry with the steal. Hield from outside. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
It's blocked.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Butler fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
The their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
In the course of his career, Kuzma's come a long way as a creator in the pick and roll.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Here. Green's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Trent's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Outside Butler. And there's Butler with the flush.
Look, that's exactly what you want to see from Butler. He's at his best when he's attacking the rack.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Bucks. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Trent kicks to Lillard. Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. And there it is for him. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
Defense pulls out every stop imaginable, but with Lillard, he just simply beats him.
Here's Curry. The kick outside to Butler. Golden State moving the ball around. Spins. And it's Hield off the drive. Scores off the spin. Hield's got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Lillard. And it's good. 2 points. 15 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Curry. They kick it out to Green. Here's Butler. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Bucks on top. They're up by 1. Now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, guys. Torian, what's been the key so far?
Ball movement, doing what we got to do defensively.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Greetings, everybody. The stories so far revolving around Giannis, the Greek Freak, in fine form tonight.
Oh, he's going hard in the paint, taking it right at the defense. I love his commitment to getting high percentage looks, Shaq.
Look, I don't do this often, but I'm bestowing upon him